There are 150 Jokers in Balatro, and you can make over 591 million different combinations of 5 different Jokers. So what are the best possible Joker builds you can create? Well, today we're going to be going over the 20 best builds I could come up with, and it's going to be ranked on how high they can score and how good it is on gold stake. Each build will also factor in how easy it is to acquire, and won't contain any duplicates or blueprints and brainstorms. And keep in mind that a lot of these are interchangeable based on what deck you're playing on. It could have a lot better Jokers based on the context of your actual run. Really, it's just a cool list of builds I put together for fun, and if you guys have any improvements or suggestions, let me know. I'm going to be reading every single comment. Starting off with our first build, I combined some of the most useless Jokers to work together. Splash and Flower Pot are often overlooked, especially in lower stake runs, mainly because Flower Pot is such an annoying Joker to work around, requiring every suit to be in the scoring hand, which pretty much limits you to very few hands you can play. Splash completely solves this problem by allowing all cards played to score, meaning you can force Flower Pot when playing pretty much every non-flush hand. Smear Joker further enables Flower Pot and can even substitute Splash in some cases. Adding some econ Jokers like Mail and Rebate or Business Card will help further your deck fixing and hand leveling. You're most likely going to need to swap out of your econ Jokers for some more Molt and Chip Jokers to help you beat anti-8. So you have a lot of free reign with what you can do there. Our next build revolves all around money. Bull and Bootstraps are two Jokers that scale with the amount of money you have. So the best Jokers to maximize them would be any econ Jokers. But my personal favorites that I'd pair with these are Mail and Rebate, Business Card, and Reserve Parking, depending on your deck fixing. You could use Golden Ticket instead, which can be a lot more powerful. And what's nice about this build is that once you have enough scaling to easily beat the rounds, you can swap out an econ Joker for ideally a multiplicative Molt Joker that can really boost your score while still being able to scale your scoring Jokers. Next, this build revolves around a common Joker that scales relatively high. Swashbuckler's Molt is determined by the sell value of all your Jokers. So if you have a gift card and an egg, you can increase by +7 Molt every round. It's not much, but having high sell values on your Jokers allows you to capitalize on temperance value, which in turn will give you more money to deck fix and roll deep into the shop to find better Joker as your run progresses. I'd also add more X Molt Jokers like Duo or Card Sharp to help you get deeper in the run. Up next, this build revolves around Flash Card and Chaos the Clown. Now Flash Card increases in Molt every reroll, and Chaos the Clown gives you one free reroll. If you pair this with 2 econ Jokers and an X Molt Joker, you can scale comfortably to a gold stake win. The econ Jokers will help you roll deeper in the shop to find better Jokers, and if you can snag the reroll vouchers, your rerolls will be even cheaper, meaning you have more money to roll deeper. But keep in mind, if you do get the reroll voucher, Chaos the Clown's value isn't as useful. In general, if you have an econ Joker that generates more than $5 a round for you, you should switch it out for Chaos the Clown, since you're only saving $5 a round with Chaos the Clown to begin with. Our next build is the best build for my 2-pair lovers out there. Spare Trousers increases in Molt for every hand that contains a 2-pair, and Square Joker increases in chips for every hand with 4 cards played. Scaling 2 Jokers every hand played will get you comfortably beating the antis. Throw in your typical econ Jokers in the mix, and maybe a cheeky X Molt Joker in for safety, and you'll be on your way to a gold stake win in no time. Our next build can be really powerful, but takes some setting up to do. Idle gives you 2x Molt for a specific card played, and Smear Joker essentially doubles your odds of getting Idle to hit the card you want. Adding a trading card is a surefire way of deck fixing into the card you want Idle to hit consistently. Credit Card and Vagabond is a great duo on its own for Tarot Generation, where you can use Deaths, Hangman, and Class cards to deck fix even further. Once you deck fixed enough, you can swap out of any of the non-idle Jokers for more re-triggering Jokers to boost your idle into victory. But in my opinion, idle is a very difficult Joker to get online, especially on gold stake, so be careful dedicating a whole run to making it work. This next build is one of my personal favorites that I try to make work anytime I come across one of the Jokers in this build. Revolving around Oops All Sixes and Lucky Cat. This build focuses on maxing out Lucky Card value with an Oops All Sixes. Lucky Cards essentially become your economy Joker with the $20 triggers. Now for extra reassurance, using Wii, Hack, and Dusk can really boost your Lucky Cat Molt. If you have all your lucky enhancements on your 2s, Hack can re-trigger every lucky card, and throwing in a Dusk in there pushes it even further. Alternatively, a Hanging Chat can be very useful as well, and while every random lucky hit scales your cat, any 2 played will scale your Wii Joker in competence. And with all the re-triggers involved, this number should balloon up into the hundreds with just a few rounds. Our next build is an unsuspecting gold stake juggernaut, comprised of common jokers like Green Joker and Ride the Bus. You can scale relatively quickly using these two jokers. Gaining +2 malt for every hand played will add up quickly if you can get this early on. Reserve Parking is a good econ joker to add in here since you're not going to be playing your face cards. You might as well capitalize on that and make some extra money off of it. Adding Burglar to the lineup means you can play even more hands every round, which in turn will scale your malt even more. Keep in mind though, you're going to want to keep aces in your hands as an emergency to bail you out of being forced to play a face card and have Ride the Bus reset. And the last joker slot can be an econ or an X-Malt joker, depending on the context of what you need. Our next build is revolving around the suited jokers. Ancient Joker gives 1.5x malt for a specific suit to be played, and Smear Joker will double the amount of cards that can trigger. Adding jokers like Seeing Double, Bloodstone, or Rough Gem will help you take advantage of having a Smear Joker, allowing you to earn money and malt for playing hands you're building towards. A retriggering joker like Hanging Chad or Dusk can push your limits even further and put you in a comfortable position to beat Gold Stake. Our next build is Blueprint and Perkeo. That's it, that's the build, enjoy. Good luck getting this one. Next up, this build revolves around the legendary Canio Joker, which scales in malt for every face card destroyed. Pair that with a Pareidolia, and that changes to any card being destroyed. Add in a DNA Joker that duplicates glass cards, and now you have a self-destructing face card engine. The last slot can go to an econ joker like Mail-in Rebate or a Cardomancer for more chances to get a Hangman Tarot card. Up next, this build revolves around Yorick and Merry Andy. With Yorick increasing in malt for every 23 cards discarded, Merry Andy is a no-brainer to add to the lineup, almost guaranteeing it to scale once every round. Faceless Joker, Mail-in Rebate, and Burnt Joker will all benefit from you discarding, giving you money and hand leveling. But these three can be swapped out for more malt or chips depending on what your seed calls for. Next up, we have another one of my favorite builds that revolves around Constellation, which scales for every planet card used. Pair that with an Astronomer, and you can get an insane amount of hand leveling, all while scaling Constellation. Adding a certificate to the lineup can be useful for getting blue seals to your deck, but besides that, you want to fill up the rest of the slots with econ jokers so you can roll deeper in the shop and find more planet cards. I almost always win when I build around a Constellation. Up next, this build revolves around two insane synergies, Vagabond with Credit Card, and Vampire with Midas Mask. Vagabond forces you to play with less than $4 to trigger, and if you have Credit Card, you can go $20 into debt and have a lot more flexibility with your econ. You can use any enhancement tarot cards to help scale Vampire, but if that wasn't already enough, adding a Midas Mask to the lineup will really help you boost it, allowing you to increase by 0.5x mult every hand if you play face cards. Adding a Pareidolia will make this even easier for you. This build also maximizes Fortune Teller since you're going to be getting so many tarot cards. It should give you some nice flat mult to help boost the effectiveness of Vampire. Our next build revolves around Triboulet, giving 2x mult on every king and queen played. Sock and Buskin will double this for you, and adding in the Photo Chat combo will absolutely nuke the required score for every ante. Adding any economy joker to help deck fix is important here, because if you can manage to get all your cards to be the same, you can pick up an idle joker, which essentially acts as a second Triboulet doing the exact same thing. Next up, we have another Lucky Cat build, but this time it's with Bloodstone. Adding in Oops All Sixes will guarantee 1.5x mult for every heart card and makes it easier to scale Lucky Cat as well. From here, all you need to do is fill out the rest of your joker slots with re-triggering jokers to squeeze out as many lucky procs as you can get with jokers like Sock and Buskin, Dusk, and Hanging Chad. Our next build revolves around Hologram, where every card added to your deck gives it an extra 0.25x mult. So naturally, you're going to want to add jokers that give you more cards. So DNA, Certificate, and Marble Joker can all contribute, giving you 0.75x mult more every round if you have all three. And depending on the card you're duplicating with DNA, you can add in a Steel Joker since that scales with the amount of steel cards you have. Or using a Glass Joker with Oops All Sixes can scale very quickly for you as well, forcing the odds of glass breaking more likely and in turn giving you more mult for your Glass Joker. And our penultimate build is the classic Bear and Mime build. Obviously, these two jokers can carry a run on its own with enough deck fixing, but if you're limited to no duplicates or blueprints and brainstorms, then adding a Steel Joker and Reserve Parking is a good synergy here. Your cards are most likely going to be steel cards, so you might as well have something that scales with the more steel cards you have. And reserve parking synergizes well with mime, since it basically gives you double the chances for reserve parking to trigger, and DNA can really help by technically giving you more hand size for Barret and mime to trigger off of. And finally, the last build we have revolves around Photograph and Hanging Chad, everyone's favorite Joker duo. I put this at number 1 because it's the easiest to come by while still giving you high enough score to help you beat Gold Stake. Adding a sock and buskin and business card is a good way to boost your score and economy even further, and if you're lacking on chips, Scary Face can do a lot of damage, especially with all the triggers. And if you want to see the hidden meanings behind every Joker, click the video on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.